Hello and welcome back to this channel. As you already know, it's all about motivation and versatility. And as always, today's episode promises to be a very enlightening one. My name is Nancy Afoteteria and I am the guest speaker for today's topic. Today's topic happens to be 6 unhealthy habits that you need to put an end to. So I'll be talking about certain things that we may be doing that we sorry to say our attention hasn't really been drawn to, or probably we don't know how much it's affecting us, and the kind of things that it can lead to if we do not stop now. So let me not waste much of your time. Let's just get right into the video. Stick and stay.
Why some people are impatient.
And that doesn't help us become confident in the
Day-to-day relationships.
So the very first point I'm going to talk about is seeking validation from people. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that seeking other people's opinions when you want to do something, or even considering what other people think about what you are going to do is wrong. No, but I'm trying to say that seeking validation from people for your every move, it is so not going to, it's so unhealthy, and it's not going to help you. Hear me out. So sometimes, no, not even sometimes, most of the times we lie to ourselves that, oh, in theory and as in, don't listen to what people say. But you and I know, we know that deep within us, when we are doing certain things, like we think about what people will say, we think about what people would think, and we think about what impression it would have on people, you get. So this is what I'm talking about. So sometimes you may have plans, sometimes you may have thought of something that you think is so great that you think when you implement it, you are going to get good results and all that. Sometimes it's fine to ask a few people, oh, what do you think about this and this idea? But to the extent that whatever you are going to do, you need to ask people to find out if you should do it or not. Like your sole decision is on people saying yes to it. That is so unhealthy, and it's not going to lead you anywhere. Sometimes people may not understand what you are doing. People may not know why you are saying you would do whatever you are doing. So sometimes try and do it and get it wrong. Do it and get it wrong and know that yes, indeed, I tried and then it didn't work out. You understand? Yes. So first habit you are putting a stop to is to stop seeking validation from people for whatever move we want to make. Let's move on to the next point. The next habit that I'm going to be talking about, which I know you are expecting, is excessive drinking, excessive intake of alcohol. And I'm using excessive because there's a limit to alcohol which you can take in a day that is considered healthy. Alcohol is not like 100% bad, but when you take too much alcohol, okay, and how much is too much? That is the question you should be asking yourself. So we all have let's say thresholds, okay, thresholds of alcohol we can take in a day, and everyone is different. That's how come one person can take 4 bottles of a certain type of beer and wouldn't be drunk, but another person would take 2 and be drunk. You understand? So especially in festive seasons where you feel like you have to celebrate, you have to enjoy, and people are taking so much alcohol, like, and binge drinking is like the worst of it all. Binge drinking, like, you haven't drank alcohol in 2 months, so when you go and sit down, you feel like today you have to take 20 bottles. And that is so bad, health wise, emotionally, everything. Alcohol has so many devastating effects that are untold. if you don't, if you don't know, right from watching this video, Google bad effects of alcohol. You will see the whole list that Google will pull out for you. People know this and still decide to indulge in excessive drinking. Please, if you need help with stopping, you need help with not drinking, like you need help to stop drinking, I'm available. You can ask for my handle, just message me. I'll show you how to stop taking too much alcohol. For your health, it's very, very important. The next point is impulse buying. That is buying things you haven't planned for or budgeted for. And I'm guilty. You know you are guilty. We do this all the time. You'll be scrolling through social media, then you come across something. Oh, this thing, I should get it, and then quickly you get it. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's bad in as much as you may think you probably won't need that particular item anywhere for that amount, or probably you've been looking for it for some time and you actually stopped looking and you finally found it. Because from experience, I've realized that most of the things you buy on impulse, you do not need them. You don't. Seriously. In as much as you see it and you think it's affordable and it's good to get it, you don't need them. And in this society where things are so hard and you're trying to save, you're trying to plan your future, you're trying to do so many things, impulse buying is the last thing you should be doing if you're looking at becoming rich. Exactly, let me just put it that way. If you're looking at becoming rich, impulse buying is one of your greatest enemies. It's going to make you broke. Like money that you've planned to save or money that you've planned to use for something else, and then you're using it to buy things you don't need. Just look at that scenario. So if even you can't stop, like completely stop impulse buying, what you can do is limit it. Like make sure that probably in a whole period of say 3 months you do just one impulse buying. Like you can give yourself certain limits on such things, and it's going to help you. You'd see that it has actually helped you, and you'd only be buying things you need, and you'll be able to save. Our next point is procrastination. Oh yes, you've heard it so many times. Procrastination is a thief of time. Procrastination is a thief of time. How many times have you actually thought about this thing? And like I mentioned early on, time is very valuable. Time is so valuable. You don't want anything stealing your time. And points of correction, one may think that people who procrastinate are actually lazy or don't like work or something, but that is not the case. People who procrastinate are actually the hardworking people, the perfectionists, people who want it to be done correctly. Okay, so probably let's say I have to do, let me just use washing. Okay, let me just use washing. I have to do washing, and I come back from work and I feel tired. So I feel like, oh, if I wash, I won't wash it well because I'm tired. Let me just wash tomorrow when I'm refreshed. You understand? So it's not like you don't have a reason for pushing it for it. Sometimes you have a very genuine reason. You're tired. When you wash, you may not wash it well. You get, but it's very bad. Like if you have planned to do something today, you have to do it, because tomorrow is not promised. Tomorrow is not promised. What if tomorrow never comes? And the earlier you start, the sooner you would get your benefit. It's like an insurance. So say you want to do an insurance or an investment, and it has a certain period within which it will mature, say 2 years. If it will mature in 2 years, when you start today, you are actually counting the days, and the 2 years will come faster than when you start tomorrow. You understand? So procrastination is a bad habit and you need to stop. Thank you. Let's move on to the next point. The next point I'm going to be talking about is spending too much time on social media. This point is for me. because I'm so guilty. I'm so guilty. And we all know what is said about time. Time lost can never be regained. Time is like the most expensive thing you have right now. Time is like the most valuable thing you have right now, and you don't want to waste it. So social media is such that it's addictive. One, it's addictive. Two, you don't realize how much time you are spending there until you decide to track your timing. I did that some time back, and I realized, wow, I spent well over 6 hours on social media a day. Just imagine, what am I doing on social media? What am I? Fine, I would say fine, I do business, but you can't say throughout that whole 6 hours you're on social media you're selling something. That is not true. Okay, so what I have personally decided to do is to set a time limit for all my social media accounts, and it helps you track, so you know that, oh, I've spent 30 minutes over here, it's okay, let me just leave. Like you can track it, and when you track, you would know that you're spending too much time over here and over here, and you can channel that time you are using on social media for more important things, like reading a book that's going to increase your knowledge. Like, knowledge is power. Spending time in prayer. Like, there are so many other things you can be doing apart from social media. Exercising. Most of us complain that we don't have time to exercise, but yeah, spending 6 hours on social media, if you had spent 1 hour of that to exercise, you would be healthier. You understand? So let's put a stop to spending too much time on social media from today. So the last point we are going to be talking about is staying in relationships that are clearly not helping you. Okay, so this is a very important mental health note, because once your mental health is affected, everything of yours also becomes affected naturally, and you would realize that a lot of things are not going well just because your mental health is at stake. Okay, so there are certain people that are not good for you, no matter how much you see it, how much you wish it could change. There are people are affecting you, like every time you go to bed either crying, you go to bed thinking about them, you go to bed hurt, and all those things. Like, it's not difficult, no, sorry, it's not easy to watch people walk out of your life, but if it's important that you do it, you have to do it for yourself. Okay, don't tolerate people because you feel like you've known them for a long time, or probably you feel like you'll be a bad person to cut them off. No, your mental health is very important, and you have to take it seriously. You have to take it personal. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for passing through, and would love you to stay. Please do well to subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up, share so that other people can also benefit. We love you so much, and thank you all for the support so far. Remember, it's all about motivation and versatility. See you another time. Bye.